hope you all are having a wonderful day. And I just figured I just want to do a video to showcase how I've been progressing. And as you can see now, we are currently in Diamond 1 and very close to being in Master, so I think I'll be able to hit Master. So I'll just show a few of my games progressing through Diamond, been playing Labyrinth, and I'll hopefully be able to show you some matches I thought were good. Hopping into our first game, and our first game here, I think we go first? Yeah, we go first, and our first game here, we're basically gonna be against stun, so standard Ariana combo, like Ariana grab the big welcome and set Ichiro Killer's ledger book and the Ariana, and then I maxi and draw, and I just against stun. So he sets whatever this thing is, I don't know how to say this thing's name, and a back row card. Alright. Gonna remove it from the field, and then he's gonna flip punishment and destroy Ariana. Do that, get another Ariana. Fenrir effect, grab Fenrir. Ariana effect, grab Our Lady Labyrinth. And then we're gonna banish the Necro Valley face down. Activate. And main phase 2. Labyrinth. Alright. Alright. And this turn he just sets for probably a bunch of traps that'll hinder us. So he does there can only be one, so we just return that to hand, and he does crack down to steal our Fenrir. Alright. This face down, I'm not really sure what this is, I don't remember. But his other card is a Solemn, which I'll activate now. Alright, this. Summon another Ariana, and we set Eradicator. Eradicator because of all of his traps. Okay, and then he flips Inspector Border. Alright, I know one of these is there can only be one, which is that one. So knowing that, we're just gonna return his other to hand, and then we're gonna go battle. And that's the surrender for now. I was gonna actually go battle after. Nah, I was gonna attack with Our Lady Labyrinth, and then I was gonna. I actually don't know what I would have done after that, but hey. Alright, on to the next game. Okay, this is actually a really interesting game. Gonna fast forward. So we do our Labyrinth stuff, activate our Labyrinth, set 2. Have 2 cards in hand. And basically, I'll tell you, our opponent's on tier, and I don't think I've ever seen a tier player open a non-hand. So I'm just as confused as I can be. I honestly don't know. There we'll activate our activate Stovey Torby in hand. Alright, there he maxes us. And he activates the Tearlament spell card, he activates Heartbeat. Scream in the graveyard, search a trap. And then he's going to imperm our Ariana, so that will just beat for 1600. So right here I know it's Tearlaments, and I'm just expecting them to make a play, but no, he's just setting a bunch of cards. And I actually checked his deck, he's actually on a pretty standard Tearlaments, like, list. He just opened a non-hand, and the majority of this game just turned out being a non-game. That he just didn't do anything. Which, I don't know. So, a majority of this game is just Ariana beatdown. Here I maxi and draw just to skip his turn. He ends up just setting a trap. Okay. Grab our Ash Blossom, and then we're just gonna hit with Ariana again. Pass back to him. Here he ends up drawing another non-factor card. That does nothing. I'm pretty sure this is... I'm pretty sure... Let's see what this is. Gonna imperm Ariana. And then we're gonna use this effect to send Ariana back to hand to avoid the Imperm, and then normal summon. Druid Swarm's gonna activate. We're gonna Imperm Druid Swarm. And then we're gonna remove it from the field. Okay. And here I was playing into... Here I messed up. Basically, my plan there was to Imperm the Druid Swarm, and then get rid of the Druid Swarm so he couldn't send Ariana to the field, because his effect would still be negated in Graveyard. And I sent Geo Resonator Transverser just because it was like the only thing I wanted to send, because I didn't want to send a Natiz to trigger a trap effect, and he could just grab Havness or anything, which I had no effects on field, so there's probably no, like, not any reason to not pop a trap, but eh. And we used Ariana's effect to summon our lovely Labyrinth, and that was probably a mistake, because if he had Super Poly, he probably just dragged the game out for at least 2 more turns. So yeah, that was definitely a mistake on my end, but I don't know. When I'm against Tearlaments, I, I, I can't feel bad. Like, I don't hate Tear. I actually really like Tear. It's just I hate fighting Tear with Labyrinth. All right. Next game here is actually against P.U.N.K. So I end up actually going first, which Labyrinth going first is probably one of like the strongest decks in my opinion. It's just so good going first. Well, it's a trap deck, so it should be very good going first. So here I get to just set up a board. I have Fenrir Negate, plus triple traps, plus Lady Search another trap, so... I'm just thinking there's like no way I can lose this. And then he's playing P.U.N.K. So he normal summons him in to add a P.U.N.K. Basically what I'm doing here is I'll basically am impermating the Xiamen. Then we're gonna do Fender effect, banish Xiamen face down, which probably might have been shooting it too early. Probably might have been a mistake. Definitely was. I probably could have waited. Ogre Dance, grab the Deer Note effect, reveal the other Xiamen in hand, special summon itself, send Xiamen away, and then I do Ichiroku's Ledger Book to basically just banish both of his synchro materials. So the only way he could do anything this turn is possibly drawing like emergency teleport, but he didn't, so I was basically just was able to get away with this game. And it looks like he drew Cyframe Driver. Okay. Normal summon Ariana, grab Labyrinth. We're going to return Deer Note to hand. And it's gonna activate Wagon's effect to draw another card. Return Deer Note. And then we were destroying a card in hand, and he just surrendered because there's no way he was living that. The next game, and we are against Vaylantz, actually. They actually go first. And I actually started a hand combo that allows me to actually set up traps and play on their turns. So basically, I'm just gonna wait for a choke point for them, which I actually don't play against Vaylantz much, so I don't really know what their choke point is. Which I'm pretty sure I could have probably stopped them earlier. But I don't know. So here, I'm going to toggle on and stop the Electromite effect. So I'm actually just going to get Electromite off the field. He's actually going to cross out Imperm. Imperm's negated. Send the card from the deck to the extra deck. Actually gonna do his Vaylantz effect to place a Vaylantz monster from the deck to the Pendulum Zone. Here. Summon back the Kuklok. And then we'll do Big Welcome Labyrinth. Summon Lovely. Add the Kuklok back to hand. And chain all of our effects, our Chandraglier, and our lovely effect to destroy. Lovely effect, destroy Electromite. Then the Vaylantz cards are just going to summon themselves out again. It should be beyond the pendulum. Going to add a pendulum monster. He actually has a performer pal pendulum monster in here. He's gonna pendulum summon his monsters from the extra deck. Add a Draco Slayer, or it just searches a field spell. I actually did not know it just did any field spell. And then he does something really weird here. He makes Gallant Granite, which I don't know why this guy's just on Floodgates. Like, I don't know why he's just Floodgate Vaylantz. So he grabs the Secret Village of Spellcasters. And here, summon back the Scion. And then he makes Avermax. And then he has Secret Village of Spellcasters. And a special summon Floodgate. Going to flip a coin. And he's going to destroy Lovely. So, our opponent's field is Anti-Spell Trap. Does nothing against us. A special summon negate, which will eventually be annoying. And Avermax, which we shouldn't have that big of a problem outing, even without the destructive Durama Karma Cannon. So here, we normal summon the Chandraglier. We send Elder Entity in the test, destroy his back row. And then we're going to send our Ash to Grave. To set our Welcome Labyrinth and again grab P.U.N.K back. Battle. Activates Max C, so he gets one card draw. We summon Ariana. Ariana Surge. Grab Lady Labyrinth. And then we're going to return Ariana to hand so we can search next turn. And we add our Chandraglier back as well. So we only take 3,000 damage, and then he's gonna set his other Vaylantz monster he drew to his graveyard, and then he's gonna XC summon into Baguska. So now we have essentially a skill drain on everything that isn't Link monsters or unaffected monsters, and the Secret Village of Spellcasters isn't doing anything anymore since he does not control the Spellcaster either. So we summon Fenrir, summon Ariana. Ariana activates her effect, so we can summon Lady from our hand. Send Chandraglier and our P.U.N.K the Grave, which this actually confused me. I was so confused at why I was extra deck locked. Like, I just could not summon anything from the extra deck. So, I don't know, it's just confusing. I was trying to see if I could set up Underworld Goddess right here. Baguska gonna detach. Okay, we're gonna activate Big Welcome. Return Lady to the hand. Right now, we're just doing these effects as a formality. They just show up. I don't feel like clicking no for all of them, so I just click yes, even if they're all gonna get negated. So now we have 4 monsters on field. And we just activate all our Labyrinth effects. Beats over the Lady. Lady Engrave. So now this should be the turn where we're able to actually play. So we summon Dark. Take the Dark monster out of their graveyard, which I'm pretty sure there was only one yet beyond the Pendulum. Summon it to our side of the field. Link off to make Abram. Link off to make our Underworld Goddess. can negate the effects of all monsters on the field. Max is going to send our trap card, which I didn't activate it, but just because he was just gonna send the monster back, so it didn't really matter to me. Okay. Beat over the Baguska, and we're going to set our Labyrinth Ku-Klogs for a target to send back with Big Welcome. He sets his Vaylantz card. And here we're going to activate our Big Welcome Labyrinth just to destroy it. Return the Ku-Klok back to hand. So he sets 2. And I realized he doesn't really have a Vaylantz to make use of this effect, so I just destroyed the card in his hand, which turns out to have actually been able to make him play. And we just won just because he was dead next turn and he couldn't do anything.